Today on UI7 Newsbreak.
I've known Hardy Nickerson since 1996.
Head football coach Lovie Smith recently had a press conference to discuss the arrest and suspension of freshman defensive tackle Mariah Oladipo and the resigning of coach Hardy Nickerson. Early voting is underway at all locations in the Champaign-Urbana area. Students are headed to the union to get their votes in early. All of these stories and more will be coming up on your Thursday edition of UI7 Newsbreak.
Hello, I'm Yuhan.
And I'm Mariah McBride.
Chancellor Jones addressed the school's handling of a university law professor's sexual harassment case on Monday. At the annual faculty meeting, Jones referred to Jay Kassan, who was sanctioned after a 2-year investigation. Jones said he was saddened and angered that students and faculty members felt uncomfortable, hurt, and intimidated by the professor's unacceptable and inexcusable behavior. He pledged to work with the academic senate to improve how sexual harassment cases are handled across campus.
Jones' statements are in response to a letter sent by Council of Deans just before the meeting. The letter expressed concern about the school's lack of disciplinary actions for cases of sexual harassment. The 17 deans stated that the law school case presents an opportunity for closer examination of our campus's procedures and processes for addressing allegations of misconduct. The letter calls for a way to investigate complaints more quickly. It also says to expand the scope of sanctions available for such misconduct. Kassan has denied any sexual motives and issued an apology last week. This weekend was a rough one for the Illinois football team. After losing to Maryland on the field, they lost defensive tackle Mariah Oladipo the next day when he was arrested and charged with domestic battery. The redshirt freshman played in just his fourth game in last weekend's loss to Maryland, but found himself suspended indefinitely after being arrested early Sunday morning. Oladipo was charged with 3 counts of domestic battery, but pleaded not guilty to all 3 on Monday. Head coach Lovie Smith called the charges a, quote, serious offense and said that per university policy, Oladipo is suspended indefinitely pending the results of further investigation. His pretrial is scheduled for December 21st.
Just before the team's weekly press conference this week, Hardy Nickerson stepped down from his position as defensive coordinator for the Illini football team.
I've known Hardy Nickerson since 1996. Our relationship is a lot more than just, coaches working together on a daily basis. We've been through an awful lot. It's a personal relationship that you have. Whenever someone, leaves the program, it's tough.
As a surprise to many, especially given that there are still 4 games left this season. Nickerson cited health reasons for his early exit, although many were speculating that this might be his final year with the team due to their on-field performance. Under Nickerson's watch, the Illini defense has given up over 40 points in 12 games, and the team is 80-24 overall his tenure. The Illini are 1-4 in conference play this season, and with Minnesota coming to town this weekend, head coach Lovie Smith will assume play calling duties for the defense.
Kids and adults put on their costumes to trick-or-treat in downtown Urbana on Friday. UI7 Newsbreak Christy Allen joined in on the fun to see if the rain would scare off these trick-or-treaters.
Yay! All right.
Perfect. 42 businesses opened their doors on Friday for the 2nd annual Downtown Urbana Trick-or-Treat. The event provides a safe and fun atmosphere for Halloween festivities.
My kids really love the whole trick-or-treating idea, and we're really excited that the businesses are getting into it and participating. It's during the daytime, and it's a nice, safe place to do it at.
Man's 2 sons put a lot of thought into choosing their costumes, Rocket and Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy.
I decided to be that because I'm the brains and he's the bronze, and I'm really smart, and that's why I decided to be Rocket.
Despite the rain, many families donned their costumes and trick-or-treated in downtown Urbana. Downtown Urbana businesses opened their doors for trick-or-treaters all afternoon.
I think it's important because it's safe. It's during the day. The kids are out of school, and they're able to just roam around downtown without having to worry about things that may happen in the evening.
Paris expects around 200 kids to come through the event. Participants enjoyed collecting candy,
Reese's and Snickers, Milky Way, my favorite chocolates.
and playing with props at the Urbana Business Association's photo booth.
Pick out a prop for you to hold. 1, 2, 3, cheese! Perfect.
It was a chance to get out of the rain, but some families didn't even consider letting the weather stop them.
Oh no, it rains every year on Halloween. We're used to it.
Participating businesses hung signs on their door to welcome trick-or-treaters between 1 and 5 p.m. In Urbana, Christy Allen, UI7 Newsbreak.
Early voting is happening now. Here to tell you how you can skip the lines this election season is UI7 Newsbreak's Taylor Mattingly.
I know that I haven't voted yet, and you may be in the same boat. Luckily for us, there's still time. I went and visited the Atlanta Union's early voting location to find out what to bring to the polls.
I can help you down here.
We are finally getting down to the last few days of the midterm election season, but there's still time to get out there and vote. And if you're not sure who to vote for, there are lots of places to get information about the candidates.
They can go online, they can go to the website for their different candidates, they can go for the different parties.
The election judges say that they've already had a good turnout and people are definitely getting out to exercise their civic duty.
I think it's not just important, it's our civic duty, right? It's not something special. It's more than just like a privilege or like something special we get to do as American citizens. It's something we do. It's something we're supposed to do. We chose, our ancestors chose to have a representative democracy, and what makes that work is when everybody gets involved, when everybody at least votes.
As you can see behind me, people have been lining up to early vote all day. Early voting will continue until Monday, November 5th. And then, of course, we have Election Tuesday, where here in the state of Illinois, you can register to vote and vote the same day. You might be wondering what you need to bring to the polls, and Taylor Vidmar has the answer.
So all you need to bring to vote is your iCard and then just proof of address. So you can do same-day registration and vote here at the union.
Monica, a retired teacher, loves to help out with all of the elections.
As a voter, I've loved it, and certainly as an election judge, it's been a hoot. I enjoy it.
The early voting locations are open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and have limited times on Saturday and Sunday. In Urbana, I'm Taylor Mattingly for UI7 Newsbreak.
Let's take a look at a chilly and rainy fall weekend. On Friday, it will be cloudy with a high of 54 degrees and a low of 38 degrees. On Saturday, it will be a partly cloudy day with a high of 57 degrees and a low of 46 degrees. On Sunday, you better grab an umbrella and hold onto it tight with showers and strong winds, at times with a high of 61 degrees and a low of 44 degrees. Coming up after a short break, we'll check out how CU celebrates the jazz scene in the area.
And we also will see inspiring local filmmakers show off their scary films at the local Indie Film Festival.
So don't go anywhere, we'll be right back.
Such as parody, monster movies.
It takes less than 1 minute to find out if you may have prediabetes. Do it here. But I get it, you're busy, and busy people can't have prediabetes. I read that wrong. They can, okay? Just go to the site.
I'll never forget the day our landlord called and said, read your lease. No pets allowed. My owner tells him my dog ate the lease, but that didn't work. And now I'm stuck in a shelter. But this pit bull is ready for a new crib. I'm loving, loyal, and play well with others. So don't be intimidated by all my muscles, because the biggest one I have is my heart. That's right, I said it.
So, is there an election coming up? You're serious? You didn't early vote? I didn't even know there was an election. I'll call my dad. He knows a lot of stuff.
Hopefully he can figure this guy out.
Hey, Dad. Who should I vote for in the election next week? Pat Quinn? Rod Blagojevich? Okay. Oh, you're coming down next weekend though. Awesome. Well, okay. I'll just see you then. Bye. He was useless.
These guys are ridiculous. Friday, 10 a.m.
The annual Champaign-Urbana Jazz Festival takes it up an octave. This weekend, the celebration brought the community together on one note. Audiences tapped their feet to the music of local student musicians at the Champaign-Urbana Jazz Festival. This is the 4th year the CU Jazz Festival has taken place. Each year, it continues to expand by offering several events throughout the day. Some events in downtown area include a Young Artist Series, a composer workshop, and a performance by jazz group Adam Larson. The affair concluded with a mini concert in the Champaign Public Library.
Besides costume parties and haunted houses, people in the CU area got a different way to celebrate Halloween this year. I had the chance to go down to the 2nd annual Champaign Indie Horror Fest, which made Sunday night a bit spookier than usual.
The 2nd annual Champaign Indie Horror Fest gathered independently produced horror shorts from filmmakers locally and across the world. High schooler Brooke Sellers and her friend Nick Sherati learned about the event on Facebook and said that they were really glad that they came.
I really liked all of the movies. My friends didn't take them as seriously as I think the serious filmmakers did, but I liked them all.
The festival offered a lineup with films across the entirety of the horror genre, such as parody, monster movies, psychological thrillers, and more. 18 films were selected from 60 submissions and played with a 15-minute intermission.
During the festival, Jared Finn is taking all control of playing the movies. Jared came up with the idea of Horror Movie Festival in order to give support to indie filmmakers.
Independent horror filmmakers are some of the hardest working, most creative filmmakers out there, and then independent film in of itself is incredibly creative, and you have a lot of people with great ideas and great skills that should be shown.
Independent filmmakers are often limited by budget and technology, but that did not affect how the audience was impressed by their creativity and talents. Brooke said that these works should be seen by more people.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely coming next year, and I'm gonna tell more people about it because it was fun, spooky.
The festival was presented by Malachi Entertainment in partnership with the Urbana Champaign Independent Media Center. In Urbana, I'm Yuhan Ma, UI7 Newsbreak.
Clark Park has been holding an annual Halloween parade for approximately 30 years. This year, we had an opportunity to have UI7's Newsbreak John Nudera go out and check it out.
Families came together this past Sunday to celebrate Clark Park's annual Halloween parade. Despite the cold weather, kids were able to show off their costumes and enjoy all the park has to offer.
They're still terrible. It's great weather, great Halloween weather. Cold, blustery, gray, and we've got a great community, a great park, wonderful support from perfect neighbors. Couldn't ask for anything better.
Once the parade was underway, dogs, mermaids, and even wizards took a walk around the park.
Families are able to come out and celebrate Halloween, walking around the park in their costumes, showing off what they got, and they also have cheese balls here too for the families.
Well, it's really exciting to get to see the same kids participate each year, as well as some new faces, those who might be new to the neighborhood. It's a great way to get integrated into the community. But everybody's just very excited, really thankful that we're able to do this.
Although it was a little chilly outside and the parade might have been over, it doesn't mean there isn't time to squeeze in a leaf fight.
It's amazing. This is a great place to live, a wonderful group of people, and the local church donated some treats for the kids.
In Champaign, I'm John Nudera, UI7 Newsbreak.
Don't forget to follow us on social media, and that is all we have for today's UI7 Newsbreak.
Thanks for watching. Have a great day.